That's a lot of flavor. Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen and to Time Capsule Cooking. Now, after the rather involved recipe we did last time, the eggplant sausage casserole, and all that time that I spent at the stovetop frying the eggplant and the sausage, decided this time perhaps something a little more ready-made would be in order. Today we're going to be trying some mushroom logs, and yeah, kind of an interesting name, but the recipe looks really good. We're once again back in the 1984 Southern Living Annual, and it's from a section of appetizers. Specifically, since it's September, appetizers or food made for a football watch party or tailgating. And in amongst it are some interesting selections. I don't know about other areas of the South, but in my neck of the woods, chicken liver pate is not really something you serve while watching football. And yeah, things are still a little hairy regarding gatherings of any size. Stay safe, and remember that party snacks or appetizers are going to be just as tasty, even if it's just your immediate crew. I'm only going to be doing half of the recipe because ultimately it makes about 4 dozen servings, and there is no way that me and my husband can eat that many of these. However, as always, the full amounts are going to be listed in the ingredients. Today we're going to need 2 8-ounce cans of refrigerated crescent dinner rolls, or I suppose you could always use the crescent roll sheets. But in this case, you'd really just be making more work for yourself, so I don't really recommend it. You'll also need 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, softened, 1 4-ounce can of mushroom stems and pieces, and yes, this is an 8-ounce can and I'm only doing half of the recipe. I'll figure something out to do with the leftovers. We'll also need 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt, 1 egg beaten, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. Okay, first we're going to separate our crescent dough into rectangles. 4 if you're just doing half, 8 if you're doing the full recipe. Next step, if you're anything like me and you got an 8-ounce can instead of a 4-ounce can, you're going to have to measure out how much you're going to use out of said can. Just in case you don't have a scale, it happens to be somewhere probably between 1/3 and 1/2 of a cup. Afterwards, we're going to mix all the ingredients that we're going to put in our logs, including the cream cheese, the mushrooms, and the seasoned salt. What does seasoned salt taste like? One way to find out. Whoa! That's a lot. That's a lot of flavor. Anyway, we're going to mix all these ingredients together until they form a nice spread. Well, that's one tiny disaster averted. Now, what we've got to do is take that spread we just made and smear it all over those crescent roll rectangles that we've made out. Okay, and starting at the long side, we are going to roll these up in a jelly roll fashion. Sealing the edges afterwards. And they'll go seam side down on our baking dish. Okay, so I don't know why I was expecting those to be wider than they are. At this point, we're going to cut these into roughly 1-inch pieces, and considering it makes about 48, and typically we have 8 of these here, we're going to be cutting each of these into 6 pieces. Each of them is brushed with some beaten egg and then sprinkled with poppy seeds. And then we're going to bake them in a 375-degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes. And no, I don't have a brush anymore, so I just kind of made do with a paper towel. Because of a few different reasons, I'm only going to be putting the poppy seeds on a small number of these, but I think that one in the front probably has enough poppy seeds on it to make up for the rest of them. Okay, so it's been about 13 minutes and these things are out of the oven and they look so good. Like, I'm seriously hoping that these things taste nearly as good as they look, because they just look like little carby packages of wonderfulness. Admittedly, I do wish the bottoms were as well done as the top was. It's got this nice, crisp little top here because of the egg wash. But the bottom really has that really soft, almost doughy consistency of crescent roll dough. It's got a really light scent, but I can definitely smell the mushroom coming through already, which I had not expected, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. It's okay. I find myself just a little disappointed because the flavor of the cream cheese and the seasoned salt is so strong together. As long as it's one of them that had a very thin layer of the cream cheese, it balances out really well. But on those where you get a sizable bite of it, it's really almost too much, which feels so weird for me to say because I absolutely love cream cheese. Despite the scent of the mushroom being fairly prominent initially, I'm not really tasting it all that much. The poppy seeds don't really add much to it as far as flavor-wise, or in texture really, but they do add a nice little decorative element to them. Overall though, I really do enjoy them, and with a little bit of tweaking, I think they'd be a pretty good addition to any get-together. I'm curious to know, what's your favorite sort of appetizer or party food, whether it be for tailgating or otherwise? Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know and hit the like button. And also, if you want to see more of my videos, hit subscribe. Once again, thanks for watching, and until the next recipe.